Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm checking out another round of unordinary stomp boxes. At some point I came up with the bright idea that I would title all the videos in this series with different synonyms of weird. I am starting to run out of adjectives, but we've yet to check out strange pedals, so that's what's going on today. Before we get into it, I want to quickly remind you that this is the last week that my new course, Samurai Guitar Theory Beyond the Basics, is on sale. This is an intermediate course that dives deep into modes, chord function, 4-note chords, extended chords, and more. Before I released it, I got a couple of my old students to check it out and give me their thoughts. Here's what Colin Wayne had to say. I really liked it. And if that's not a ringing endorsement, I don't know what is. You can get it 50% off to the end of the week with promo code EARLYBIRD, or you can buy it bundled together with my first course and get them both for the normal price of one with that same promo code. You can find that at samuraiguitartheory.com. I'll also put up links in the description. Anyways, let's get to it. The first strange pedal we're going to be looking at today is the Swarm by Beetronics. Have you ever wanted to be a bee? Have you ever wanted to fly like a bee? Have you ever wanted to sting like a bee? If so, you're watching the wrong video. I can't help you with any of that. But if you've ever wanted your guitar to sound like a swarm of bees, this is the pedal for you. Check it out. The long and the short of how this works is it takes your guitar signal, makes harmonies, and using the knobs you can control what wacky stuff those harmonies do. I don't really know how it works, but according to the instructions, the Swarm is best when played by instinct. Mess with every control until you find a tone that you like, and let the bees take you to sonic places you've never been. I'm going to give that a try. Here's a short demo featuring a variety of settings. Here's the thing about bees, you gotta respect them, and when you do, you'll find them to be amazing, unique, and quite beautiful creatures. But if you jump into a pool with a bee in your bathing suit like I did once when I was a kid, it can be less than enjoyable. The same rings true with this pedal. In the right setting, it can be uniquely wonderful, but don't jump into a pool with it. Next up, we have the Anasound spinner, an expression pedal I'm gonna pair with the Anasound sliver. The sliver is a tremolo pedal, which basically turns your guitar up and down to the speed you set. It alone sounds like this. There are a couple unique features here, but nothing too crazy. What brings us into the world of weird is the expression pedal that accompanies it. Most expression pedals are pressed down and up by your foot, whereas this portable fan-looking thing is a spinning mechanism that you flick into action. Under each of the blades is a magnet that is picked up by this sensor. The sensor sends the rate at which it's spinning to whatever pedal it's controlling. I have it set up so that my tremming gauges when I spin the blades. The rate of the effect will correlate with the speed of my spin. You can also set it so that the trem stays engaged, but it speeds up when you give her a flick. It's certainly a unique spin. On the traditional expression pedal, it's not the most practical thing in the world, but because of that, you end up using it in different ways, which leads to different sounds. On top of that, it's incredibly satisfying to spin. Moving right along, we have the Coppersound's Telegraph Stutter. The simplicity of which makes me quite happy. Often when I do these videos, I come across pedals like this, a million knobs and a learning curve that I don't have the patience for. This pedal does one thing, it cuts out your guitar signal unless you press it down, in which case it engages your guitar signal. It looks like a telegraph and operates like one too, which is great if you ever need to send Morse code with your guitar. Let's hook it up to a fuzz, put it in a musical setting, and see what happens. It's fun, simple, unique, and it does what it's meant to do well. Is there really anything more you could ask for in a weird pedal? Next up, we have the Marshmallow Artificial Sweetener by Alexander Pedals. It's been claimed that this is the gooeyest sounding pedal on the market. Let's see if there's any truth to that. It would seem that Marshmallow was a good name for this. The pedal is a multi-pitch shifter, which allows you to combine those shifted pitches in a variety of ways. There are a wide range of sounds you can get from this little fellow. Let's go for something bright and happy. Now let's try something dark and angry. How about something unmusical and completely useless? And finally, here's something you could actually use in the right setting. I've only scratched the surface of what this can do. Would I use it regularly? Probably not, but I'm sure there's some wonderful weirdo out there who would have this as a mainstay on their pedal board, especially since you can dial down the wackiness using the mix knob, giving you much subtler effects than anything I did today. And last for today, coming all the way from the United Kingdom, the Rainger FX Minibar. Now, I've done a number of these videos. I have quite a few weird stomp boxes in my collection, but this ranks as one of the weirdest of the weird. It's a simple enough concept. There's a switch to turn it on, a volume knob, but then there's this capsule. In this capsule, there are two connectors. When you pour a liquid in here, it completes the circuit. The idea is that different liquids will create different distortion sounds. Let's start with water. It's pretty clear, nothing all that fancy, a basic crunch. Let's see what happens if we use a generic American beer. Sounds close to water and tastes like it too. You know, that's a cheap joke. There are actually times when I enjoy a Budweiser. Let's do hot sauce. A darker, chunkier tone, though I wouldn't say it was spicier. Let's try olive oil. It would seem that olive oil is not a great conductor of electricity. And lastly, to clean up this whole mess, let's do some dish soap. There's a disclaimer in the instruction manual for the Minibar that says if you put any bodily fluid into this, it voids the warranty. And truth be told, that was the first thing that crossed my mind. There are many guitarists and guitar brands out there that take themselves way too seriously. And then there's Rainger FX that had to tell us not to take a whiz into their pedal. My review of the Minibar: life is more enjoyable when you have some fun, get a little weird, and occasionally use your guitar pedal as a cocktail mixer. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Remember, this is the last week you can save 50% off my new course, Beyond the Basics. I made this course thinking about what things helped me get over that intermediate plateau. It's professionally animated, featuring interactive content like quizzes, lists of things to work on, and detailed documentation. This initial sale is coming to an end. Right now it's 50% off with promo code EARLYBIRD, or you can buy it bundled together with my first course, The Rudiments, and get them both for the normal price of one with that same promo code. That's available over at samuraiguitartheory.com. I'll also put up a link to that in the description. Thank you all for watching. If you want to get caught up in this series where I try out these crazy guitar pedals, hit that link up there. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for a wide range of musical content. If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting that like button or leaving me a comment. Until next time, I'm Samurai Guitarist, and I will see you again soon.